I gotta tell you, the challenge with creating content by yourself is this is the third time I'm recording this. My arm is really tired. Slept horribly last night. I'm recording this again because the first time the color, the lighting was off. It's horrible. Like I do this thing where I like try to peek to see the camera screen and I can't see it on my Sony a6300. I wish I would have bought the 6400 because on the 6400 the screen actually pops out and flips so you can hold and actually see the screen. This one, it just kind of pops out and tilts, so I can't actually see it unless I like lean over like this, and that just doesn't work. Yeah, I don't think you want to see a close-up of my cool Yellowstone sweater from Sam's Club, $12.99, 3 years ago. What's up? I am finding that as I get okay, I'm launching this new brand, did a video about that. I'll link it below. It's like 10 minutes long. I just kind of talk about why I'm doing it. Now I'm gonna start getting into the nitty gritty of the brand. I wanna bring you along for the process of launching this new brand and really bring you behind the scenes for the creative side of it. You know, the Simon Sinek, famous guy, wrote a book called Start With Why. Really, really great book on just like structural business, structure, organizational structure, leadership. And the whole concept is you start with why. And so I've been using Claude AI. We started using Claude AI at work and then I really liked it. So I got Claude for me personally. And I've been using Claude I have all my ideas. I started this like a year or two ago with ChatGPT and ChatGPT just wasn't getting it. And then I moved to Gemini and Gemini got a little more, but it just got so muddy. So what I actually did is I had ChatGPT summarize this whole brand concept into one brief document and did the same thing with Gemini. Then I brought both into Claude. I had Claude analyze them and try to summarize something, but what actually happened is Claude said that the two briefs actually kind of contradicted each other, which was really interesting and just goes to show you the way AI works. Sorry, my arm is tired, man. So kind of where I'm at now is with Claude, I've kind of just rewritten the whole brand. I more or less just said, okay, Claude, take what we have in Gemini, because what Gemini had was a little closer to what I want this brand to be. Gemini captured a little better. I had Claude like read that, and then I pumped in a bunch of information, thoughts, ideas, musings, rabbit trails, all this into Claude, and really didn't use Claude to develop it so much as used Claude to organize my thoughts. And that's where I think AI is really helpful. I think one of the biggest differentiators for brands going forward is going to be people that develop brands with AI versus people that use AI to develop brands. Let me explain. That's kind of confusing. There's a difference between me going in and say, Claude, help me develop a brand for socks. And Claude's gonna give you all this stuff. Whereas going in and saying, okay, Claude, I want to design a sock brand. Here are all my thoughts, the socks I wanna create, all this, organize it all for me. And I think it's gonna be the really big brand differentiator going forward, where you see, we can already tell when someone used AI to write an email, right? You have a lot of M-dashes, you have a lot of just weird, awkward things that nobody has actually said. You know, it's like watching an old Nickelodeon Nick at Night kind of thing, and it's like nobody actually talks like that. So what I'm doing with Claude is pumping in all my ideas, my thoughts. It really, for me, it would be no different than writing it down on paper than reviewing it all. I'm just having Claude do the review process for me. And frankly, one of the things I found with Claude is it grabbed on to kind of like some of the where I want the brand to be in a year or two from now. And it tried to develop everything from that perspective. And it also incorrectly captured some of my thoughts about the brand and kind of jumped to some conclusions. And I really just, like, finally, I treat AI horribly, and I was just like, you're not friggin' getting it, you're an idiot. Let me explain. And then once I kind of shared kind of my story of how I developed the brand and my heart behind it, Claude really kind of was able to organize things the way I wanted. So as we get into the development of the brand, I'm gonna bring you behind the scenes. I've already ideated, I think that's a word. I'm still in the ideation process, stage, phase, but really kind of moving from ideation into, I don't know, it's implementation. I don't know that I'm at implementation yet. Whatever's between ideation and implementation, right? A lot of what I'm doing now is pressure testing. I'm reviewing, I'm investigating. I'm trying to be alliterative here. I want to ideation, implementation, activation. We're not at activation yet. Activation would come after implementation. Anyway, where I'm at is I'm reviewing everything I've put into the brand so far. And so I'm going to actually bring you along for the journey as we really look at like the why, how, what, the playbook. We review the brand identity, the foundation documents, and really almost like a whiteboard session where the brand is headed and what we're actually trying to accomplish here. And even inviting you, and maybe I'll do this on Discord as hopefully these videos gain traction, is actually have like almost like a founders club to speak more directly into the brand. I don't really want to charge for that, but I want to incentivize it too. Like I don't want just I want to figure out how do we screen and filter who's part of this founders club. So anyway, that's where my thoughts are today. Hopefully you're not car sick from the camera jittering and shaking. We're gonna get this one uploaded. It's Friday. It's probably not gonna upload till like Monday or Tuesday. Trying to do at least one video a week as we develop the brand. But if you have any questions or thoughts you wanna add, I'm gonna slow roll this thing, build some suspense before we fully announce what the brand is. But I'm very excited about this. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.